So, you guys want to know how to win every pet battle that you go into. And I have tons of tips, tricks, and secrets that can help you to do that. But first, we gotta head over to the pet arena. So, over here, right in the home map, depending on when you're seeing this, you should see something like this. Some of these battles here might be different for you guys. However, if it's not in this new section, I'm sure it'll be added somewhere permanently, or it will be in the pet minigame over there, in one of those green portals, or in a community world. If you don't want to mess with finding an arena, you can always just buy one of these portable arenas from the pet shop. And, these are pretty cool. So let's get on to the actual fun part, which is the pet battles. So you can just place any of your pets, as many as you want. There's no limit to pet on the pet battle things. You can just place them on here, boom, that's that. And then somebody else will place another pet, say this one, alright? And then it doesn't have to be your own pets, it could be somebody else, so there can be up to 8 people with one pet each. When you start, you'll have these 3 buttons. So the little bite thing is attack, the shield is defend, and the up is charging your charge attack. And by far, that is the best one when you're first starting. At the beginning of all your battles, you should probably do that. So then, let's say I attack after charging up twice, and my opponent is also charging up, then I will do more damage than usual. Like, see, I did more than half, when usually it'd be about that much damage, I think. That's pretty powerful. And let's say that now this guy wants to attack. Because he has a fully charged, charge attack bar, he's going to do a special attack, which does all of your health. Depending on what level your pet is, they'll do more damage. So you definitely want to level up your pets. These are my 2 highest level pets. We got 51 and 34. So those are pretty high levels. Some people I've seen gotten them up to 250 or more. So that's pretty crazy. And there's somebody in my code. So I'm going to battle with this guy, and I'm going to show you guys some strategies. He's probably not going to charge up, but if he does also, I'm going to attack once I'm at 2, rather than waiting for him to charge up the whole way. And looks like he isn't. He's attacking. So that's alright. We can charge up again. Oh, and he's attacking again. Okay. Well, I'm going to have to even the playing field a bit here. I am going to attack. And the easy way to tell if someone's attacking is if they're pressing these buttons here, because that's what you use to aim at different people. So if it's not just a 1v1, then it's going to be very useful to see if someone's reaching over to the far right side. Oh, I almost got him. And he's also attacking back. And he won! So congratulations. I'm going to talk through some strategies to level up your pet, since that is by far the most important thing. So basically, you want to put your pet just like this, and once you sit them down, they'll want something. In this case, my cat here wants a taco. So then for the cooking ones, it's really easy. They're right here in the home map. You can also go to some community worlds have automatic cooking machines that you can find. So basically, you just want to cook something up here. And you can also look up recipes online, or go to a map like Cookbook. It's a community world, and it makes it super easy for you to find all the recipes. Yeah, so now we have a finished taco, and to feed it to your pet, you just drop it down with them, and then they'll eat it, and that's your quest, and they'll level up. So now my cat here is level 52. Pretty awesome. And they'll also give you random items. Most of the time it's butt coins, but it could also be, random stuff. But there's also, if you look at this note here, species advantage. So some species are stronger than others, and I believe the strongest right now is a dog. So if you have a dog that's a really high level, you're going to want to use that because they do a lot more damage, have more defense, stuff like that, and it's very useful. Let's say these 2 are battling, right? So if I try to attack and this one presses the shield to defend, look at what's going to happen. We're both at full health. It does no damage and reflects back. So the defend is very useful if you're able to tell if someone's pressing the aim buttons over here. You're going to want to defend. So I'm going to be like, oh, I got to defend, because he's pressing those buttons, right? So boom, you defend and you do some of that damage back. So now let's say he charges up and I attack. There we go. So now he's charging up. I I know that if he's pressing these buttons over here, he's aiming his attack, right? So then I'm gonna defend, and we're gonna see. Hold on, back that up. Yeah, right there. You can actually see that a little bit of that damage went through the defense, and that only happens when you have 1 or 2 of your charge attack charged up. So that's pretty powerful. And on this next turn, I didn't exactly do what was best in this situation, because now my opponent is at basically no health left, so he is one shot, but he's gonna defend, obviously, right? The problem is when you aren't charging up your charge attack, like when the meter isn't at like 1 or 2, none of that damage goes through the defense. So what I needed to do here was charge up for 1 turn while he defends, and then attack him with that extra charged attack while he is still defending. That way I can win. But I did still end up winning here, so that technically would have been a quicker and more efficient and more strategic way to win this battle, even though I won it anyway. So let's say I'm in a very large battle. I have 4 pets, and this other guy, he has 3 pets, right? He has 3 pets. Okay, so the other guy has 3 pets, and I have 4 pets. So these are my 4 pets, that's the other guy's 3 pets. And here's the problem with having this many pets. It's a lot to manage. Even if you have 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 or 8, which I don't know why you'd have 8, because then you have no opponent, but it can make it really hard, and you aren't able to get to all the buttons and do what you want to do. So what I would recommend is that when you're in a large battle like this, with multiple people, what you want to do is have about like 2 or 3 pets. If the other person's bringing out like 4 pets, not only are they not going to be able to manage all of them, but they're also just going to. So if someone else is bringing out like 4 or 5 or 6 pets, it's just kind of ridiculous, because like then it's not going to be a fair fight, and they know that, and then also they're not going to be able to manage all of them. So what I would recommend is try to keep it to 2 or 3 pets. And if someone else is doing a lot of pets, try to get another person in the game to fill up the rest of the slots. So that way it's 2-2-2 or 3-3-2 or something like that, to where it's not super unfair for you. Now here's the thing. You need to have a bit of a game sense, in the way that, like, you know kind of a lot of scenarios, and you know what to do in the right scenarios. And that's kind of what I'm going to help you with in this video. So I'm going to try to get some people to battle me. That way you can get an idea of some specific scenarios and what the best option is to do in them. Yeah, we're doing the strategy.
Oh, I see your strategy. I know your strategy. Dude.
Okay, so here's what I was doing here. I had all my pets charged up to a level 2 charge attack, so that way they do more than half of the other person's health, which is, like, really powerful, as you can see. And then I had 2 of my pets go for one guy to completely knock him out, and then 1 of the pets to go for the other guy. But for some reason, I don't think he attacked the other guy or something like that. But what's interesting is then the other guy, on the next turn, the other guy defended. So then, even though some of my attack went through to the other guy, it also did some damage to me. Anyway.
Can I clutch this? Can I clutch this?
You might, actually. That would be kind of crazy.
I can if I really wanted to. If I played my cards.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep charging up, so then I can one-shot you. Just kidding, I'm not.
Is that a bear?
Yes! That reminds me, we need to talk about manipulating your opponents. Basically, what you need to do is just say that you're gonna do something, and then, like, not do it, and just do something else. And that worked for me there, because if I would have said I'm gonna attack, or if I didn't say anything, he might have assumed that I was gonna attack, and he might have defended, which would have, like, stopped me from instantly winning. But if you really want to get sneaky, you could also act like your mic got unmuted for some reason. Like you meant to mute that or something. If you play it well, it might work for you, but I'd recommend using more in-game strategies because they're more reliable. Ooh, okay. I see. Guys, we have to stop Hubert. He's too powerful.
Hubert's probably gonna get you because you attacked him.
Probably, but
I'm guessing.
he can only attack
Hubert
one.
Could also attack one.
Oh, and I get first. Okay, awesome.
That was totally, that was so RNG right there.
I know, it was. It really is. Oh no. No! What are you planning? You're scaring me, bro. Yes!
I knew that would happen.
You knew that would happen. Okay. You didn't know that? I defended! Okay. Nope. Now it's anybody's game. No! No! I should have defended.
Yes! I played my cards so right
Oh, that's
there.
so
GG's
good,
though,
bro.
GG's.
Okay, GG's. Gotta do that again. Gotta do that again.
Wait,
So that is a perfect example of some pro level gameplay. That guy was really good and was even able to outsmart me, which is pretty cool. So yeah, that's pretty much the most important part, is having that game sense. That guy was able to plan out doing some 4D chess kind of stuff and was able to think thoroughly of like what he thought I was gonna do. And unfortunately, these battles are very fast-paced, so it is hard to do that. But if you are able to do it successfully, you will win every battle you do. So my best advice to you is just to go play pet battles. Some of my earlier tips might be pretty useful for you, but the more you play, the better you'll get, and the more your pets will level up, so that way you will have a better chance of winning every single game. So yeah, that pretty much wraps up this whole video, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I will be seeing you in the next one. Also, shout out to Neon Seahorse. He was the chicken guy that did that amazing duel with me. Yeah, shout out to that guy. That's pretty much all. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.